Good afternoon. I just got back from the Local 308 Executive Board meeting, and your union dues, Local 308 members paid for me to be there, and I did my best to defend every one of you in your cases. I plan to do a detailed report in the virtual union steward class for this month, but I just wanted to have a heart-to-heart with you, and that is that when you push uphill, eventually you get to a point where it becomes easier, because you either hit a plateau or you're able to start moving downward, okay? And you can build up some momentum. And today's board meeting proved that what me and others are doing is working. And our vice president and president absolutely lost their minds today. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think maybe even more coworkers fired for sickness. And it's like this all the time. We have lots and lots of people, members that are written up and terminated for whatever. They just can't come to work. It's called excessive absenteeism. Unexcused absences. Even though they're excused, they call it unexcused. And I kept bringing up the point that if these people had paid sick leave, if we didn't waive it, this wouldn't be an issue. Well, they had enough of that. And Mark blew his top. Brother Mark and I had a 15, 20 minute maybe? Nah, it couldn't have been 20. It had to be like maybe 15 minute session of just wah, just barking that I am a clown, and that he and Penny waived our paid sick leave. He couldn't say we didn't waive the paid sick leave. But he kept saying, I'm a clown. I'm a clown. You're nothing but a clown. And he said, I can't wait until the election. The members are going to bounce you out of here. So here I'm talking about paid sick leave. I'm talking about people being fired for being sick or having to deal with sick relatives or whatever. I said, the management got this. Why don't we have it? He said, you don't know, you're a liar. You're a clown. I said, yeah, I may be a clown, but at least I ain't a boss-loving, boot-licking sellout. And he said, he's been here longer than me, and he's saved more people in their jobs. I said, but how many of them jobs didn't need to be lost because we have no paid sick leave? You know, God bless all you union reps. I'm a union rep too. God bless you all for getting people's jobs back. Maybe without back pay, but over half of this stuff never needed to happen. They didn't have to get written up if we had paid sick leave. Yeah, and I'm quoting the law, and he's saying some other stuff, and then he says I'm lying. I said, bring the law up. You have a computer. See, Penny, she takes away our computers. She makes us turn in our computers, our phones, our tablets. So I can't show him, but I would. I would want to read it to him. But I can't, but he wouldn't show it. I said, let's see Municipal Code 6-130 and see what it says. Because you're saying one thing, I'm saying another. He said, you're not going to tell me what to do? I'm like, but you keep saying that we won't qualify for paid sick leave. I'm trying to show you based on something. It's not even there. But I said, you know what? Just bring it up. Let's just see it for us. But he didn't want to show it. He had it on the screen. He had a laptop with a screen. And all he could do was call me a clown, and he can't wait. I can't wait. I'm going to laugh at you because you're going to lose the election. You're never going to be president. And then he said, I'm going to make sure you don't win. So brothers and sisters, to have these people, Penny and Mark and Anita, Tanaya, the CTA lawyer we pay, hate me so much and work with CTA management to punish me. Because they want me fired. Oh, no doubt about it. They want me written up, punished. He said the members in your department don't even want you, he said. And I got emails. I said, that's fine, but what about the 3 that specifically wanted me, but Penny wouldn't let me represent them? Okay, so, but let's see what you got. He didn't want to show it. He just says it. And then he says, I'm the liar. But let's show it. One other thing is they were upset. Penny left. She had Mark chaired him. She had to get Mark to stop because he lost his mind so to such a degree. He couldn't stop saying, you a clown. You are nothing but a clown. And I'm like, call me what you want. Why did you waive our paid sick leave? I don't have to say nothing. Why did you waive our paid sick leave? Why can't we have paid sick leave? It's been that way for 30 years, but it's wrong. You're a clown. You're nothing but a clown. I mean, it's all he could say. And then Penny's talking about my face turning red and, you're this and you're yelling. And yeah, okay, I yell and turn red, but why did you waive our paid sick leave? These poor people. I said, these poor people who are being fired and you're laughing about it. They laugh at y'all. And they say they don't. I mean, they're laughing. And then when I bring these, I ain't laughing, you're lying. This guy. I mean, they lost it, brothers and sisters. This ain't a real union. Whether it's Local 241 Keith Hill, President Penny, and all the people that came before, it's not a real union. It's a boss agency, right? So we got to take control of this union. It's ours, the members. But they don't want that. So they also lost their mind with the lobby day. Well, they didn't want to, politicians, they don't even want to talk to management, and this is not a waste of time. And I'm like, well, I never stood on it that it's a waste of time. But what I did stand on is the CTA should pay for us to do all this. And so I made a class action grievance. And he didn't bring that up. See, I made a class action grievance that the CTA should reimburse us for lobbying. That's all I'm saying. It's in writing. It's a class action grievance. But, he said, we got people here in this room misinforming and lying to the people, saying it doesn't matter and it's BS. And in a sense, it is BS because for us to be begging for money for our employer, while they are brutalizing us, terrorizing us, punishing us for being human, this is wrong. So if we are going to get money, we should be, our union, Local 241, Local 308, should be reimbursed by management for bringing money, if that's what we're doing. And, I want you all to study these laws. Because I even asked, well, how much are the taxes that you're saying that people got to pay? You're going to make these working people pay more taxes? Well, we don't know. We're not deciding that yet. I'm like, okay. So what about the corporate tax? Well, we can't go, we got to cap it at 8%. And right now it's already at 7 point something. I said, okay, so if we cap it out, will that be enough money for us? He said, yeah, it'll be enough. I said, okay. Yeah, but then the corporations are going to leave. You see, it's just messy. It's politics. It's just messy. I'm like, yeah, it is. But if the Chicago Transit Authority and Metro and Pace are moving people to their jobs and helping the vehicle for the economy and providing transportation for the workers, we shouldn't be taxing the workers to pay for public transit, which tax the corporation. I didn't say that because I'm just writing down everything they're saying. You know, I gotta see this. You know, this. I did 4 pages of notes. It was incredible. So that's it. I just wanted to give you just a little update. Thank you, Brother Jeremy. A little update that we are winning. And because Mark Weems and Penny are freaking out about me running for president, it's even greater. Because to me, that means there's a good chance that I have a chance. It's likely, because he was so insistent, saying, you don't have a chance. Even your own department hates you. They're going to vote you out of office. I'm going to laugh as you get bounced. And I said, but, okay, fine. They hate me. My own department hates me. Okay. Or everyone hates me. And no one's going to vote for me. But I'm not going to stop saying that we need paid sick leave and that you waived it. I'm not going to stop telling people that you sold us out. I'm not. So if everyone hates me, I'm a clown. I'm a red-faced clown. You know, they love to do this light skin shaming stuff. It's so sad. But, you know, fine. But you obviously feel guilty as hell for waiving our paid sick leave. And that's why I really want you all to understand. Penny and Mark feel so guilty. And when I keep bringing it up, they flipped out. They lost control. I mean, they lost it. I mean, oh, definitely, I barked. They barked. It was, but at the end, when he just kept, you're just a clown. You just a clown. You're just a clown. And I was like, okay, fine, I'm a clown, but why don't we deserve paid sick leave? The managers got, yeah, well, what about supervisors? They got it. Yeah, we should all have it. Well, we can't do that, but it's the law. It's the law. We're supposed to have it, and you don't want us to have it. Why? And he would not answer me. He just angry. And it was beautiful. It was just beautiful, because I know when they lose their minds like they did today, and they didn't call the cops. It didn't. Maurice Booker motioned to adjourn the meeting, but they didn't want to adjourn it. They didn't threaten to beat me up, shoot me, although I'm sure they wanted to. But they know that they sold us out, brothers and sisters. They sold us out, and we are suffering at the CTA because of our union president. And they are so scared that I might be the next Local 308 president, that they just gotta drill that point home that I'm just a clown and I'm gonna fall on my ass, they said, and everyone's gonna laugh at you. And I said, laugh? I don't care if people laugh. I like when they laugh at me, because I laugh with them. I'm like, oh, okay, great, but we need paid sick leave. What's so funny? So we're winning, and I feel really positive about what happened today. So you all as members need to start coming to your meetings and giving them a hard time too. It can't just be me, okay? And you got to vote down the spending. You got to say, where's all the money? Because I said, I want to see the payroll. And so they didn't give me the payroll. They didn't give me the receipts to look at, so I guess I'm going to have to contact King Costa and let him know. I mean, you can't just elect these people and just let them do whatever the hell they want to do. Especially you, Local 241 members, you gotta get active. But Local 308, same thing. So, thank you for indulging me in this very long rant. Like I said, I'm going to have lots of details and information in our virtual union steward class. So if you're registered with the virtual union hall, you're going to get lots of really good information. But this, I just wanted to tell you that we are winning, and they feel guilty as hell for selling us out. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention. So poor brother Mark, he said, you didn't do your job to me and give the members what, because we gave all the tentative agreement, everything to you all to give to the members. And I'm like, yeah, I gave them that crap. I said, but you omitted the waived paid sick leave. And he just kept talking, because it's a true thing. When you look at at ChicagoTransitWorker.com, know your rights, and then there's a button for contract. You can click on that, and then you'll see a tentative agreement. I think we put it there. I can't remember, but anyways, but I show the tentative agreement that they gave us and the tentative agreement I got from Freedom of Information Act, and you can see the difference. Okay. Oh, and the other thing, they were like, oh, this what's it called? Work-life improvement. Oh, forgot what he called it. Oh, for the operators on the red line. Basically, the operators, they just can't fill these runs because people are just calling off. And it, quality of life, that's what it's called. And so it just makes sure that you get paid, more for your time that you're there, as opposed to, your long lunch and whatnot, not getting paid. But they were saying, you got to come. We got to convince people to come to work. Okay. I'm like, it's simple. I said to them, it's simple. You give them paid sick leave, 2-person crews, and shorter consists and less trips. That's how you get people to come to work. Because you're killing the operators, the train operators, and bus operators too. But I was, this is Local 308, so we're talking about the train operators, and it's a simple solution. You fight for these things, these benefits. But they don't want to. So they think they're going to try to convince operators to come to work when it sucks. People don't come to work when it sucks. They just don't. So you can't tell people what to do. You have to find out what the root of the problem is and then help them come up with the solutions. Now, of course, my ideas are my ideas, but generally they come from what other people tell me. So I did my best to speak up for y'all. And they hate it. They hate it. And they lost their stuff today. Keep up the heat, y'all. That's all I got to say, members. Get involved, because this union ain't a real union. It's fake as hell. And it's because of our misleadership. And they're scared to death if I become president. They just freak today. You got people here trying to make a name for themselves and whatever. It's like, I wouldn't be running for president, first of all, if you would let me do my job as executive board member. I wouldn't. I wouldn't need to. I wouldn't want to. But you don't even let me do that. So what? I won't even be in the pick. I'm sure she's going to ban me from the pick, from my department. She doesn't let me represent people. So what do you want me to do? I'm going to run for your position, Sister Penny. And you and Mark are so scared I'm going to run. You just spend 20 minutes of our meeting ranting and all these names, clown and effing this or whatever you said. It's a trip. It's a trip. So God bless y'all. I see some people watching. Did you have any comments, questions? Yeah, it doesn't look like it. All right, y'all. Bye-bye.